So the first thing that they needed to do was make sure that they understood what the different missions were available on Project Noah, to look at their schoolyard, to figure out what is available to them. If they're not able to get outside into their schoolyard, one of the nice things about Project Noah is you can look at lots of different habitats. So that was something that I found very interesting. Not only would I look at my local habitat, but I was able to look at the habitats around the world. So that was one place that I started. Then I needed to create a mission. And once I determined what that mission was, I shared that with my students. So today, you're going to have an opportunity to look at some living organisms and some non-living organisms in our schoolyard habitat. So you guys have been doing a great job of looking for organisms in your neighborhood. I've seen some fantastic spottings. From there, I got the students very excited about using their technology and what it meant to be what citizen science meant, and how they could help scientists help document different organisms that are outside in our own ecosystem. And if they weren't aware of what the names of those organisms were, the scientists would be able to help them once they gave some data. All right, so some of you will be going to the meadow area, and some of you will be staying. Remember, who's staying up here by the butterfly garden? Raise your hand if you know who you are. Okay, who's going to be at the tree, the pin oak tree? Okay, and then raise your hand if you're going to be at the meadow. Okay, excellent, good. So let's get recording. Yes. What's that? This one right here.
How do you take a picture? I was thinking it was this one, but it's...
That's a huge cricket. That's gigantic. There's a couple of them.
Like, I can't...
Now you want to make sure you share that with Nick.
I took pictures of
If you come in just a little bit, it is a little bit blurry, but it's a great, you know what, what's up there now? I can see the bumblebee as well as the moth. The kids were very excited to start uploading their pictures. Once they were able to upload their pictures, then we started talking about the different spottings and sharing that in the classroom, what kinds of things kids spotted. And we had an opportunity to go to the computer lab and really look at all the different spottings that the students had. Yeah, oh, so some people have identified them for you. That's great. Banded woolly bear caterpillar. Look at that, and they have the scientific name on there. Look at the different organisms that your neighbor found. Interesting. After that point, it was a matter of really making sure that we continue to do this throughout the year. It's something that I know that I want to do as an ongoing project. I really looked at grouping them so that it was more cooperative groups. We definitely had some students who had some strengths in a group. If a student might have had a weakness, I might have paired them with a student that might have had a strength. I really wanted to try to bring in a student who might not feel super comfortable, to bring them in with a group that was able to communicate well. There was a lot of different things I thought of, as well as I had some students who said to me that they were struggling in being the only boy in a group. So I had to really think about that and tailor the group so that that student felt comfortable. Some of the challenges that came up were technology-based. Some of the students struggled with uploading some of their photos to the site. In class today, one of the students had an issue with his camera and didn't know how to fix it and wanted immediate attention for that. So I think technology might, sometimes as helpful as it is, there are some little glitches that might occur, and just to kind of calm the students down and let them know that you'll be able to provide them with something, a backup if you need a backup. For example, I had a backup camera today that I was able to provide a student with, and trying to help them problem solve through things that might be a difficult situation. For example, I had some students who were struggling trying to figure out how to upload their pictures. They couldn't upload it. So just kind of spending a moment to think about, Maybe they could send the picture to their parent, or their parent could upload it to their account, and a parent can upload it to the website. So those, I think, it was mostly technology, I think, that were glitches. There were a lot of bees outside today. I had to make sure that, you know, I didn't have any students, number one, that had a bee allergy. That was really important to think about. And then to make sure that, you know, the kids were safe, not getting too close to the wall, the retaining wall that's out there. So safety, of course, is number one, and really kind of keeping a lookout for what the kids are doing, not just the group that you're working with, but the kids that are around the schoolyard itself. Well, the students, I think, were very excited in the beginning with taking the pictures. They were excited to share with each other the pictures, and I know at least with the collaboration piece of it, there was a lot of enthusiasm and excitement to share with each other the pictures that they were taking. I think maybe the data collection piece, there might not have been as much data written down on the clipboards, but I was very pleased to see how enthusiastic they were in just going outside and taking pictures and getting excited about the different pictures that they were taking. They really wanted to share with the other people around them the different organisms that they spotted. So I think for that, getting them excited about going outside and looking at things in nature, being able to upload that information, that I think is success.